this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. Black Knights.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the London Black Knights and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles David. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets this up past the 30. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he's got it to Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Draymond Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Boswell's kick is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start, because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To throw, Huntley. Again, that's Hurst. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Huntley's throw taken in by Sutton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8th. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Boy, this has been a nice first drive for them, but right there, Charles, a sack on 3rd and goal, that's tough.
Yeah, and if you're the head coach and the offensive play caller, if you had any thoughts about going for it on 4th down, it's a much more difficult decision now. Likely kick the field goal, but if you're going to go for it, you better have the perfect play call on your sheet.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. These two teams all tied after 1. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Huntley. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes is going to run the option left. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And Mahomes going to run again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively, nearly had the interception, but it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. This one is caught. It's Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Mahomes going to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-3. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Huntley to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Huntley dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Huntley eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyler Huntley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's got the connection to Moore. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Man open. It's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Quiddy Pay. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll kick things off with an AFC.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Escaping the pressure right. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Looking to throw. Huntley. Buying under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Dobbins is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And Mahomes going to run again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Huntley.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Mahomes. Short throw to Disley. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
London about set to take over on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Off play action. Huntley. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw. Huntley. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They'll look to throw again. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Back to throw again. Short throw underneath to Hurst. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Huntley. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helps contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage, a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw. Huntley. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Huntley to the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Huntley's throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 28. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 76 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Huntley. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here into the hands of Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to keep this himself. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. On now is the punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And taken at the 46. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 20-13, 2:24 to go. Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Mahomes to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, that 2nd half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the 2nd half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the 2nd half, that's a surprise.
So for our visitors, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.